Hello class, my name is Justin. Austin and we are your discussion board leaders for week 6, and we're going to be working on the problem that was week 6 on the discussion board. Okay, if I can get to the next slide here. Our scenario is imagine you are the Chief Financial Officer of Buck's Sporting Goods, and you had to decide where to place a new store in one of 3 counties, Alpha, Beta, and Gamma, based on the data provided by your team of analysts. Which county would you choose if you had to break ground in exactly 4 years? What about if there was an unexpected 2-year delay because of the economy? Which country would you choose then? Or county, sorry. Alpha County has 2.4 million currently, with an estimated increase of 100,000 people per year, or a decrease of 100,000 per year. Beta County has 2.7 million currently, with an estimated decrease in size by 4% per year. And Gamma County has 2.05 million currently, with an estimated increase of 2% per year. All right, so let's just jump right into Alpha County. Alpha County has 2.4 million currently, with an estimated decrease of 100,000 per year. Now, we know that we're going to be losing 100,000 people per year. This isn't a percentage, so we do know that this is a linear equation. So we can go ahead and use this formula right here, or this equation. We put this here so that you can kind of see what all of our values are stand for. All right, so if we go ahead and plug in our numbers, we can see that y, which is our new amount that we're trying to solve for, equals, and we'll input the negative 100,000 people per year. That is our rate of change, which is a negative rate of change, which is m. And then x is our number of years plus the original amount, 2,400,000. So we can go ahead and plug in our. We can simplify that even more by using our decimals. So we know that 100,000 is 1/10 of a million. So we can do it that way. So negative 0.1 times the number of years plus 2.4 in terms of million. So we can go ahead and put the 4 years in here, which was x, and solve our problem. So we would multiply negative 0.1 times 4 would give us y equals negative 0.4 plus 2.4, and our result would be 2 million. I'm off the screen there. Let me bring that down a little bit. Okay, so our result would be y equals 2 million. Okay, so we just solved that for 4 years, and to solve for 6 years, we just simply type in the same formula. We get y equals negative 0.1x plus 2 is the same as over here. But this time for years, we're going to plug in 6, because remember, the equation said that we might have a delay of 2 years. So we're going to solve this for 6 and see where we are in 6 years. So we do all of our math, plug in the problems, multiply this together plus the original, and we get y equals 1.8 million. Okay? So we see that we have decayed from 2 million to 1.8 million over those 2 years. All right, so we have solved it for Alpha County. Now let's go to Beta County and see what that one looks like. Okay, Beta County has 2.7 million currently, with an estimated decrease in size by 4% per year. Okay, so now that 4% per year tells me that this is going to be an exponential function, and it's going to be decaying. So we're going to have a graph that looks something like this. That's kind of general, and we can use this formula right here to solve. Once again, we put right here the different things, what they stand for, the different letters. So we start out with our equation y equals 2.7, which is 2.7 in terms of million. 2.7 is our initial amount, which is a, or y-intercept, and we're going to multiply that by 0.96 to the exponent power. Now, as I was going through the discussion board this week, I noticed that a lot of people were kind of missing this and plugging in the 0.4. They would plug in 0.4 instead of 0.96. And I think I created a visual in my head that kind of helps me think of this. Imagine you have a whole piece of pizza, and your mean sibling shows up and eats 4% of it. He eats one slice, and that's 0.4 of your whole pizza. So now what you're left with is 96% of your pizza. So you're never going to get that 4% back from your sibling because they already ate it. So now you have 96% of the pizza to work in your equation. So that's kind of, I don't know if that helps you or not, but that kind of helps me think of it visually. All right, let's go ahead and keep going. Y equals 2.7 times 0.96, which is 96%, to the fourth power. So we're going to be multiplying this by itself 4 times because we're trying to solve for 4 years. Okay. Once we do that, we get this long number right here. Now, if you type this into your calculator, it's going to just solve it for you, but the long way, you're going to get this long number. But if you were to round this number, it's going to change your answer at the very end, so we left it the long number. If you were to round this up to 0.85, it will affect your final answer. Okay, so we do all of our addition. We concluded that Beta County at 4 years has 2.29 million. Now for 6 years, of course, we can just simply take our same equation, and instead of 4 in the exponent, we can change that to 6 to represent 6 years. So there's all of our math. We did kind of the same thing, and then we inserted the 6 for 6 years right here. And it's still the same equation to figure everything out. We just changed the number of years, which is x. So after 6 years, we concluded that Beta County has 2.11 million, 2.11 million. So it has decayed. And this is what it's going to kind of look like over time. So that's the solve for Beta. Let's go ahead and move on to Gamma. All right. Gamma County has 2.05 million currently, with an estimated increase in size by 2% per year. Okay, so we can think too, we don't just want to plug in this 2% because it's not going to give us the answers that we need. So let's think of that pizza again. Instead of, you notice that your brother bought his own pizza and you still have your whole pizza. So you run over there and you're trying to get him back. So you steal 2% of his pizza. Now you've got a whole pizza plus 2%. So you can add those together. You get 102%, which is also 1.02. So I hope that helps a little bit. But okay, so we can use this equation again, same one. Y equals 2.5 multiplied by 1.02 to the x power. So that the x is the number of years. 2.5 is our initial amount, or our y-intercept. And 102%, which is 1.02, is our growth rate. Okay, so we went ahead and plugged in our 4 for 4 years, which is x. And we get that long number again, which is kind of a middle step, but your calculator will calculate that for you. And then we're left with 2.22 million left in that county after 4 years, or it grew to that after 4 years. Okay, and to do 6, once again, to figure out 6 years, if we got delayed for 2 years after 4 years, 6, we can just do the same thing once again, but in the exponent area, we plug in 6 for 6 years. And then we do our math, break it all down, and we conclude that y equals 2.31 million. So it's actually grown quite a bit from our original 2.05 over 6 years. It's gone up quite a bit. Okay, so that's the 3 counties we've solved for. Now we get our population totals, because part of that question is where should we put this? Where should we break ground? So after 4 years, we've concluded that Alpha County has 2 million, Beta County 2.29, and Gamma County 2.22. So we're thinking, okay, this is great. We can go ahead and break ground at Beta. So we can, we know that they have the most population, but we also know that Gamma County is the only one that is increasing over time. So we went ahead and we figured out for 6 years just to see where they're at as well. And lo and behold, Beta County is not the one that it has the most population, and it's actually declining. So we concluded that Gamma County with 2.31 has more population than the other counties, and it serves to reason that it's going to keep going up. So in conclusion, Beta County would have the most population at 4 years, but in looking at the 6-year totals, Gamma County is the location we should choose. Gamma County will offer long-term growth, whereas the other counties will continue to decay. Okay, that's our presentation. I hope you guys that it might have shed some light on things or just kind of helped you with visually. Thanks for checking it out, and I look forward to seeing all your comments and getting back to class. You guys have an awesome day. Thank you. Bye.